My name is Daryl.
My name is Robert.
And we've seen 5 Deadly Venoms.
Your dad likes this movie. Wu-Tang likes this movie. I like this movie. We like this movie. Your girlfriend will not like this movie. I tried for you. We tried for you. It's 1978, and she said nah. Boiled Egg Master, Hobo High Fashion, Crooked Lizard Cop, Snake in the Grass Prince, all those words relate to this movie.
5 guys get trained, no burgers, no Diddy, with the skill set of a given creature. Now they occupy the naked earth, killing and drinking with impunity. Only a vagrant with bangs can align with one of them to stop all of them. I still haven't seen Venom with Tom Hardy. I can't stand what Sony has done to the Spider-Man IP. I just want to start this by saying...
I've never seen any of the Venom, so I can't even say.
Same. Thank you for listening. We know that we are
sure.
Building something here, and my skin is incredibly white, and the audio is obviously very... Look, we're doing as best as we can, and we do appreciate you guys rocking. But there's no excuse. We really just want to...
Daryl described it the best. This is definitely a do-it-yourself podcast. We're editing, we're producing, we're setting up.
Yep.
We're doing everything that we can to make this enjoyable.
Yeah. You're not.
So it's a good time, and we hope that you appreciate it, and I hope that you see that the quality is getting better as we get better at this process.
Yeah. This movie actually, you know what? Actually, that's a fun segue. Something about this movie lends a lot to what we're talking about, actually.
What do you mean?
The Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, which we'll get into a bit as we talk about this movie a little more. The budget is not always incredible. You know, they have to do a lot with a little.
Mm-hmm.
And that this movie is a good example of that. So actually it kind of feels fun to kind of use this movie as a way to further our little thing here, right? What I wanted to talk about, because I was thinking about this phenomenon of like a guy movie, girl movie. I grew up watching Kung Fu and karate movies.
Yeah.
Like by the time I got to The Matrix, it was a natural thing to have arrived at The Matrix because I'd seen a million Jackie Chan movies.
Yeah. And you grew, you were in the generation that was after like Kung Fu movies being in like the movie theaters. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like where people went to go see those movies and like influenced by those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even so, and it wasn't even that long ago because like Wu-Tang famously like samples this movie a lot. And they're like people of what, the 70s, the 80s?
Well, those guys grew up in the 80s, watching these movies, but what it made me think about is like the idea of a movie that is kind of based primarily on fight choreography.
Yeah.
The phenomenon of fight choreography, why it appeals to a person like myself, and I know you, and we've been friends enough where I can say it appeals to you as well.
No, yeah, for
you know what I mean? What is it about the combat movie, the fight choreography movie, that is so ill? I could think about when I was watching this movie, just
I think there's something about like heroes and old heroes having the ability to like fight. And I think that's kind of like driven...
Like a downtrodden kind of character?
I feel like in every story that like has ever been passed down, especially like back in the day, like the hero is fighting something. So I feel like whenever we see fighting, everybody's just like super hyped for it because they want to be able to do that as well.
I think you're actually getting to a closer... You know what you're getting to that you don't maybe necessarily mean to?
Tell me.
Like a World Star video. Or like a Twitter where like somebody's just fighting in the parking lot of a Walmart. Is that it actually? That's not what you mean. Maybe I'm actually just speaking for you. Because maybe that's
I think what you relate to what I'm saying is like the human urge to like watch combat and see like the odds.
Exactly.
And like is they gonna make it?
Yeah.
Right?
Because perhaps it's such an instinctual thing. Maybe even for men, look, we don't want to get too gendered here, but like when it comes to evolution and all this kind of stuff, and this may be a detriment for men. It's not necessarily a flex, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of like testing one's merit, you know?
Yeah.
Testing your strength against another person's thing seems like an instinctual thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you definitely had to like this type of movie because I was realizing while watching this film, because we've both seen this movie before.
Yeah.
Probably seen this film multiple times. But for me, it's been a long time since I saw this movie. A lot of these movies that we do, I always ask my girlfriend, hey, you want to watch this movie? And she's like, what movie? And I told her, hey, we're watching 5 Deadly Venoms. And she's like, I'm good.
He actually said, have you seen this? And I'm like,
no, she might have seen it.
I think we got into this a little bit of the root of why it might have been something about like we said, because there's a lot of great fighting choreography going on,
and it's long. I feel
the fight choreography scenes.
Yes, they're long scenes, and it's extremely focused on like nothing else is happening.
Each
but
strike,
emphasize.
Yeah,
it's very good.
This is a lot of fun.
What happened?
This movie's about 5 Venoms. Okay, there's 5 deadly assassins who are trained in kung fu.
It's in the title.
In very individual ways.
It's in the title.
Based on creatures. We have number 1, the centipede. Number 2, the snake. Let's see if I can do this off the brain. Number 3, the scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, the lizard.
I think so.
Number 5, the toad.
True.
Each of those have skills that are related to those creatures in some way.
Yeah.
Kind of clever
Superhuman-like abilities.
Exactly. Even though they're doing these things that animals purportedly do, they're doing them in ways that are completely fucking supernatural.
Yeah, especially the lizard and the toad. They're like specifically ridiculous. The lizard and toad.
So we were like, okay, which Venom are you? This is the kind of thing, and this is what I'm trying to get to the bottom of as a fake journalist here.
I want to say I have the body type of the snake.
You're wrong.
I've done wrong? Well, I don't know if I would say thank you
or no
thank you.
You feel like you look like him, but okay.
I feel like, I don't know, like, if I was going to go for something, I think the snake. Like, if I wanted to, like, learn one of them,
go that route.
I think it would be the snake.
Yeah.
He's also, like, a prince in the film. Super, like, sassy. He's mad sassy.
Yeah. He's like Future, right?
The drip is crazy. He's dressed like the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Whatever that's about.
Yeah. He's like Silver Surfer meets Future, the rapper, Super Hendrix.
One of my favorite movies, I keep telling you this, is the Power Ranger movie. And he's like, that outfit is like...
He's giving White Ranger.
Yeah, dude.
I have to be honest, I have to be clear here, 100 on wax.
Okay, what?
I have an artist named Number 2 the Snake. I drop music under that.
Number 2 the Snake. But you're into snake stuff. You like the devil.
Well, here's the deal.
You like
Metal Gear Solid. So fucking hilarious you say that.
You like Harry Potter.
I fucked with Number 2 the Snake, but as we were watching this movie now, I realized that I'm actually probably closer to Number 3 the Scorpion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You like to watch.
This guy's crazy! Incorrect. I close my eyes every time. My eyes closed.
You're more like the toad. You don't hear shit. You're like, what?
I don't even feel it when wow. I can't imagine what we're gonna keep up. No, but the scorpion is hard because
Is it a tail?
Oh my god! Listen, I think we're done. We'll be back. This was a lot of fun. We'll be right back. I gotta be honest with you.
Tell me.
This is one of my favorite movies
of all time.
And
top 5?
Maybe not top 5, and we won't do that yet, but we're building our list.
20?
But I will say
100.
Kung Fu movies are important to me, and this is my favorite Kung Fu movie. So maybe that's a one way to say it. And that's not an easy choice too, by the way. I just said that shitting on a bunch of other Kung Fu movies. I wanted to say this, that I'm not going to do enough service to this movie right now because it is one of my favorite movies. How do you feel about this movie?
For me, I think this was probably one of the first like old school Kung Fu movies I've ever got like exposed to.
True.
Eddie definitely showed it to me.
And shouts to the guy.
And I was like, I thought it was dope. He thought it was dope. We would watch it all the time. I didn't even figure out like the Wu-Tang like sample connection until like way later. But I really enjoyed this movie.
Me bugging you out about that, I'm sure.
Yeah. This movie's great. I feel like anybody who's never seen it, we definitely recommend it. One of the best intro films for like a karate like Kung Fu movie.
Definitely.
The way that it starts, it just like brings you in immediately.
I think that's a good segue. I was going to say, this is not the kind of movie, we're trying to do a lot of movies here, right? I think it's important for y'all to know this is a movie that I at least would say you should definitely check out. But it's not a general kind of movie. You need to appreciate a lot of what's going on here. The Shaw Brothers did a lot of movies that you guys should check out. Bastard Swordsman, Mad Monkey Kung Fu, Five Fingers of Death. These are movies you should check out, standard for Kung Fu movies at the time. We're talking about movies almost like Westerns, but like in the East. 18th century
That's a cool comparison.
Movies where people were kind of just running around, exploring that time period. Just envisioning what it would be like to live then. Doing the Kung Fu of the time. Walking around being like, oh, that guy who I would maybe want to fight, he's a challenge to my integrity. Let me fight him. And there's a lot of the movies are kind of in that vein. You brought up the Wu-Tang thing. I just got to say, Wu-Tang is probably the most important things in my entire life. Wu-Tang
forever.
Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang, 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 Wu-Tang. The RZA has sampled a million Kung Fu movies that I've seen and also informed my Kung Fu taste. Can be completely honest with you. The reason I know about this movie, by the way, is because it was on The Mystery of Chess Boxing. Which is on 36 Chambers, right? It's as simple as that. Just think about that for a second. Rap group that revolutionized at a time where rap was going kind of West Coast a little bit. Wu-Tang came out, fucked shit up, and their angle was like, yo, we love Kung Fu movies.
No. They literally were like, we're villains. They did like that type, kind of like what the Clips is doing right now, where there's just like MF Doom-esque like.
And what is Pusha T saying in all these interviews? Only Built for Cuban Links is like one of his favorite albums.
Yeah.
Kung Fu samples all over that album. What else do you like about this movie?
The main thing I like about this movie is that the audience is thrown into a world that they just need to accept. It gets explained to you immediately at the beginning.
Jump right in.
Yeah, you get explained. So basically, the audience is the main character in the film, Yang, and his master tells him that he needs to ensure that the master's other pupils, his other students, are doing right. And if they're not doing right, you need to end their lives. Which is like, all right, I guess. That's like super, for me, that's like super high fantasy. That's like Lord of the Rings type like missions. Like, if you're into that, you'll accept this movie right away. And
I was thinking Lord of the Rings too, that's so funny.
The way that this movie begins to me is very video game-esque, where your master who's dying gives you a mission, and then you need to go fulfill that mission. So it's very easy to follow.
Can we talk about the master dying for a second?
The master's intro.
This movie starts. By the way, I do really love that you mentioned Lord of the Rings, because I was for some reason thinking about him being Frodo as well.
Dude, it feels so Tolkien to me.
The master, the guy who's responsible for the entire movie, this old guy, he might be 68.
Yeah.
He's in a big ass vat, just kind of boiling. His pupil is like pouring scalding hot water into a tank. And he's telling him, listen, I have trained 5 of these people. Each of them have their own skill set. I gave you as many of those skills as I could.
Mm-hmm.
Because I realized that actually these guys are a problem to society. And they actually might be exploiting society right now. And now this guy's entire purpose is to follow the 5 deadly venoms.
Which he does a great job. He gets one hint. His master gives him one hint. Essentially, like, start in this location, look for this one person. And homie ends up finding all of them. But to be honest, my one critique of this movie is him. I could care less for the dude.
Really?
I feel like his only real plot is to be the audience's, like, handholder. And he doesn't fulfill any other thing but that. I don't think he's interesting. The whole hobo thing is funny. He plays comic relief, but it's not that great. I don't feel like the movie needs comic relief. But other than that,
I think that kind of separates how we feel about some of these things.
Okay.
You know what? Because I'm realizing it. You think about it as him being hand-holding the audience. I think it is that he is our in. But also, I don't think the movie rests on him anyway, though.
Okay.
I think there's enough strength in a lot of what's going on here with the conceit of this movie is that the 5 deadly venoms don't know each other, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's a mystery.
There are 2 of them who are wicked as hell, who are really sick. They're psychopaths.
Yeah.
They actually kill people with
1 and
methods. 2. Yeah, 1 and 2, Centipede and Snake. They're sick and sadistic and also dress very flashy. They kill a lot of people.
No, the outfits, that's one thing.
And then there's 4 and 5 who are a cop and just a regular dude who just hangs out drinking every day at the regular pub or whatever the hell. And they hang out all the time.
And to be fair, they're all scumbags, by the way. All 5 of them are scumbags.
Nobody is incredibly moral.
Yeah, nobody is. The lizard, he got a job as a cop just to, like, rob people, essentially. And he's working with the toad, who's basically just a mercenary?
Just a guy.
What's happening? He's just there. He's living his best life.
Very chill. He's drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing about Chinese people that I wanted to say, and I promise you this is not going to be racist. This is what makes the difference between your podcast and this one. When I say Chinese people, I put this down in my notes. Chinese people were doing some wild shit with their bodies. Extraordinary. That was a note that I wrote while we were watching this movie a couple hours ago. It is purported that a monk of a certain era with a certain discipline was able to stop their heart.
Mm-hmm. I heard of this.
You know, this kind of thing where just extraordinary things where you're able to do with your body. Rob, how many videos have you and I seen within the last 10 years of a Chinese dude in traditional garb getting kicked in the nuts?
That is a thing. Very interesting.
The fuck, bro?
Yeah, I mean, you know what that reminds me of? There's a scene where, who is it? I think it's...
Centipede.
It's the Centipede.
Yeah, thank you.
And he's just like crane kicking this dude over and over again. It's very fast. The actor was doing that. There's no... The movie was in 1978. The actor was going incredibly fast, just crane kicking this guy.
Let's talk about that. One thing about this movie that's incredible is that the actors that played the 5 deadly Venoms were actually in a bunch of Shaw Brothers movies. Actually worked together. The Venom Mob. So the movies they did together were Invincible Shaolin, Crippled Avengers, Kid with the Golden Arm. They did a bunch of movies together where they were all just different characters and they worked together because this movie set it off for them. But I brought that up to say that, to your point, these guys were choreographing action, fight scenes, kung fu, in ways that were enhancing the movie. It was just about being lit. Like, the fight choreography was crazy. It's like ballet.
No, it's definitely like, if you're like a fan of John Wick, if that's something that interests you at all, like, you can see like the influences. Like, watch this movie, because if you like that movie and you're like, oh, I'm really into what's going on here, how they're styling this, refer back to this, because there's such an emphasis on the choreography. Every hit is emphasized to a point where it's quite comedic, but it's it's a style. It's only comedic like in retrospect now that you're looking at it, because at the time it was like, even like not that long ago, like the 90s, it was still revered.
It's also, to your point, in retrospect, like when we were watching it, we were not necessarily, I mean, we were laughing at stuff, but the laugh points, we were not laughing at the fight choreography. We were like,
no,
watching it like watching like fight choreography, you know? And that's why we love John Wick. That's why we love The Matrix. That's why we're big fans of these movies, is because there's something about that stage combat that is really fun and it unlocks
for me,
it's like male ballet.
For me, I blame the Power Rangers. I was raised on the Power Rangers.
Again, with the Asian influence is strong.
It's just like, that's all it was. It like the Power Rangers was our Bluey. Like, I got stuck in front of the TV. Power Rangers happened. They were playing ping pong in a cafeteria, and then they were fighting aliens.
100%.
An actual positive, and it might be a negative for you. I really do like the voiceover. I think this movie, the voiceover, a lot of times when you look at an old movie, and again, this movie was in 1978. When you look at an old movie, for me, it might just, and I don't know, sometimes it's just cringe. And it's like, why did they decide? And I know they're trying to just like fill in the lip movement, but sometimes it's so cringe. But I didn't feel that way for this movie. I didn't.
Here's the deal, and you might agree or might not agree. But look, I don't want to keep acting like I don't fucking love this movie. I love this movie a lot. I was proud to watch it again with you now because the shots are gorgeous, man.
Yeah,
like
it's well
they're
shot.
Really gorgeous shots. I mean, the homie Chang Cheh, assuming I'm saying his name correctly.
The director?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The shot composition is a lot of fun. We were even noting, you noted, where there was a scene where they're waiting for somebody to arrive, the cops, so they can bag him up, and somebody trips.
Mm-hmm.
But the shot was so gorgeous that you can imagine them being like, "Fuck it, we're keeping it." Like it
was like subtle. It's like it was also all the way to like the left. It was subtle. Another like shot that's really nice is when they're surrounding the centipede, all the cops.
Yeah,
and he's moving, and they're like moving with him.
Yeah, they just
that was a really cool
they
scene.
were just kind of like orbiting around him because he was so ill. Really this movie it was giving me a lot of X-Men. One thing that I have here written down is that Rob likes soup. I don't know what that means.
You like soup?
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of ramen. I like hot pot, K-pop.
You like soup? Oh,
my only negative point was like the protagonist. I think
okay.
It's not like a big bad because all the other characters are so interesting, and also like the mystery that you referred to is the audience kind of knows who everybody is, but they don't know who each other is.
We don't exactly know who some of the Venoms are.
We don't know who Scorpion. I feel like we only don't know who Scorpion is, and he's like the big reveal at the end.
Right. So a bunch of people in the movie
and actually
don't know.
That's to another positive. You know what? This movie has a lot of positives. To another positive is I don't think it was immediately obvious that he was Scorpion
at all.
Which I think is really, really cool. I think a lot of modern movies, it's kind of easy to follow who is the actual villain or who's like the mystery character. Like when I'm thinking about this and saying this, I'm thinking of like a horror movie, like modern horror movies. Like you kind of know who the villain is.
Recast, do you have anybody?
Recast. Scarlett Johansson for everyone.
Okay.
Nah. Whatever.
Yes. Fuck it. We're doing it like this. We're doing it just like this. Yes. And also, for the character of
the thumbnail is gonna have Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, for the character of Chang Cheh, the homie with the bangs.
Yes.
Machine Gun Kelly.
The one that was
I'm gonna pull it up. Now they know. I'm gonna pull it up.
The one that was like a prostitute?
The homeless guy.
The main character.
Machine Gun Kelly. The main character in this movie, I love. He don't like it. I'm gonna say because he was not just the analog for us as the watcher. He was like kind of keeping game.
This is one of your favorite movies.
Check it out. The master trained him to learn a small amount of everybody's skills, so he had to team up with one of them to take down all of them. That actor had nothing to do with what I just said. That actor looks like Machine Gun Kelly. The other person, the Toad.
Now we just want everybody to be rappers.
The Toad looks like Glorilla. And number 2, the Snake, looks like Elvis Crespo.
Don't know who that is.
He's a Spanish musician. I'm going to pull him up. I'm having a lot of fun just pulling up people right here.
You like the edit?
Oh, Robin Williams. Oh, Bill Cosby. Oh.
Gone too soon.
Yo, Toad Epstein.
Yeah, dude, the 5 Deadly Epsteins is one of the funniest things.
Number 5, the Toad, he's a character who is a martyr in this movie. His power set is that everybody has a power set in this movie. His power set is that he's very durable.
Yeah, you can't pierce him.
And they found a way to do it, though. But they did find a way to do it. But they didn't kill him immediately. It took a bunch of shit.
No, he got tortured and like any of these tortures that they did on him, you would have died. But they had to go through a process to get finally to the end.
What we thought would be fun is that these are the 5 deadly venoms, a.k.a. the Poison Clan, a.k.a. the Venom Mob. What would we be?
It's such a hard question.
Yeah.
Because for me, like the easy answer, and I don't really want to give the easy answer, is definitely like cat style, right? Like we go in lion style, we go in tiger, we go in one of those styles.
Okay.
Like that's like the easy like route. But do I want to go the easy route?
I got something that can lead us off. The 5 mild toxins.
I like the 5 Mile Toxin.
And then you do whatever your cat shit is, and I'll do, because you know that I'm doing something arachnid related as well.
The 5 Deadly Toxins?
The 5 Mile Toxins.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah.
The 5 Mile Toxins. I'm going to write that down because you know what? I'm changing mine then. If we're going for the 5 Mile Toxins, I'm going skunk style.
Skunk style?
Skunk style.
Okay, I'm going to be the hawk wasp.
Hawk wasp.
Which is a tarantula in Australia.
Ooh.
Big motherfucker.
No, I'm going stinky. I'm going Pepe Le Pew. I'm going 5 Deadly Cases. I'm going...
Yeah, there's skunks in Bay Ridge. Did you know that?
There's raccoons. They're coming through.
And possums as well. Another thing I love about this movie is the sound effects. I just wanted to say that before we start rating the movie.
No, there's a big emphasis on every arm movement is getting a whoosh or a psh, like it's getting something.
My favorite thing, and maybe you might agree, when they throw the coins into... They have like a bamboo shoot to collect coins.
Yeah.
And the homie just...
Why? Was it bamboo? Like, I don't understand.
Why? Yeah, it would never make that sound.
I don't
understand. Some 70s shit. How about the...
They were like, what goes with this?
Sideburns.
First of all, this is character that is maybe a prostitute. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But his sideburns cover his ears completely. And it's kind of the funniest thing ever.
And there's a lot of scenes, and the reason he said that is where there's a lot of scenes where this guy is like ratting on people. He's like in police situations, and he's constantly like, oh. Like
there's a scene where he has full makeup on, and there's no other scene he has makeup on, but that scene.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
I have a note here. NYPD needs these kind of fits. The cops in this movie are dressed better than anybody in the movie.
And if you didn't think George Lucas was racist, watch this movie, and you'll be like, oh, I see where he got the drip from.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne. All right, let's rate this movie.
I like this movie. But we're going right down the middle.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going 3 out of 5. We're going 3 stars out of 5. I think that's respectable. I think this is a movie that you should watch. The last movie that we just saw, and it might be the next movie that we just saw, Booty Call, you could miss that movie. Jamie Foxx has way better performances than that.
Yeah. Watch Django Unchained.
You could even watch a better SNL movie. Because this is like a living... Whatever, we're not getting into this. Watch the 5 Deadly Venoms. You'll enjoy it if you have it. It's also on YouTube for free, so just...
Yeah, we were like, were we going to watch it? We usually have to figure that dance out. And I was telling him, listen, there's like 5 different people, minimum, putting this movie out full quality. This genre of movies appeals to me for a lot of different reasons. You're going back in time. You're seeing a lot of sick choreography, people devoting themselves to mimicking wild kung fu shit, crazy sideburns, colors are beautiful, shot composition beautiful. The stories, very intricate. Who's who? What the fuck? These guys are 5 Deadly. They're a group who don't even know each other. Very complicated plot. The movie's not that long. I fucking love this movie. 8.8 because Chinese culture appreciates the number 8. It's a good luck number, so I'm giving it 2 of them. 8.8. What you know about it? I'm going to plug myself. My name is Dusk. I just dropped a kind of deluxe version of my album called Everyone Knows What the Night is 5. I plugged it on the last episode. You probably missed it, so I'm plugging it again. Listen to it. 0D, 0U, 0S, 0K0.
So, as always, we're going with a charity today. This movie kind of made me think about all the stuntmen and stunt women out there who definitely don't get their credit. So this one is going to the Stunt Women's Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization dedicated to financial assistance grants to stunt women who are unable to work because of any illness or injuries. So please go to Women in Stunts, the Stunt Women's Foundation, and donate anything that you can.
Shouts out to Zoe Bell. Yo, we love y'all. It's been a lot of fun. Please check out 5 Deadly Venoms. We just told you it's free on YouTube.
And yeah, please like and subscribe and follow.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.